Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Floriana and today I'm going to be making the butterfly sunflower design using cardstock, hot glue, so let's get to it. Yay, I am live. Okay. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi Norian. Hi Jasmine. Hi Anna. Just a little bit of music in the background. Alright, hi guys. Oh my gosh, let's see. There's so many of you I don't know. Hi, Hyderabadi from India. Oh my gosh, hi. Hi Norian. Yes, I did make the flower. Thank you. From Brazil. Where are you guys from? So I'm in Maryland right now, in the United States, and I know that there's people from all around the world here, which is really cool. Hi Rosa. Hola. Yo hablo un poco de español. Eu falo pouquinho de português. Bem-vindos. So I know there's people from Brazil. That's why I spoke in Portuguese. And there's people from various different Spanish-speaking countries. I think Peru is one of the countries that has the most followers. Oi, Brasil, tudo bem? From Dallas, hi. San Antonio, Texas. Okay. Sí, hablo español. Me encanta. Okay, Brasil. Hola, Zuri. Hi, Diana from California. Yay. Yeah, that's why I think this time right now is kind of perfect because it allows people from the West Coast, and I do have a lot of people from the West Coast that follow me, so it allows them to follow as well. So right now, is it morning time in the West Coast? Hi Canada, hi Susie. So yeah, today I'm going to put together the butterfly sunflower butterfly design that you guys have seen. It's basically half sunflower, half butterflies. And you have really loved that design, so I've gotten a bunch of questions on how you put it together and how you make it. So I'm going to make it today, and I'm going to be using I'm going to be speaking English, so I hope you understand. But you let me know. Maybe it would be fun to do a live where I do it in Spanish. That would be cool. I don't speak any like Punjabi or any Indian languages, unfortunately, but I do speak Spanish, so that would be cool to do. So yeah, this is the set, the DIY, and I'm still in the process of finalizing like the packaging and everything, but I will be adding this to my Etsy shop where you can literally get basically the designs already pre-cut, and all you have to do is put it together, assemble it, which is what we're going to be doing today. I have already pre-cut these with my Cricut machine. I use a Cricut maker. I know I get that question a lot too. But you can cut this by hand too. It is possible. So if you're going to be cutting this by hand, you would need 4 sheets, and I use 8.5 by 11. I'll show you. So this is the size that I use. So it's, and here in the States we use inches, although I'm originally from Albania and my brain works in centimeters. But then I moved here and I tried to learn the American metric or the American system, but my brain is stuck in between the two systems now. Anyways, besides the point. This is the paper that we're going to be using. The thickness of it is 65 pounds. I'm gonna look at the box too because, gosh, I'm so bad with numbers sometimes. So yeah, 65 pounds. Or if you don't use, like if you use a metric system or whatever, 176, I realize it's backwards, 176 grams per meter square. So that's the thickness of the paper, but you can use any thickness really. This is just what I use. So I believe I asked you guys in the stories like what color I should do, and last time I checked, it was pretty close, but last time I checked it was the red one. So I'm going to be doing the red kit. So what's included is the center, and for these I use 10 strips of paper. The kit includes the base, and then I'm just going to get rid of this. These are small pieces, so it's easier to take them out like this. Basically, there are 90 of these, 90 petals. That's how many I use. And then there's about like 20 mariposas, 20 butterflies. Again, I have cut these with my Cricut machine, but you can cut these by hand as well. I do have a sunflower template on my Etsy shop, and I have it for those people who don't have a machine, although it does work with like Cricut, but for the people who don't have a machine, you can just print out the shape and then trace it and then cut the petals by hand. That's how I started at first. Okay, so we have our petals, 90, we have our butterflies, 20, we have our base, that's 10 of them, but it varies. And then we have, we have our center, and then base. I'm going to be using hot glue, and I use AdTech Precision Pro. That's my glue gun. This is very hot, so be careful. I burnt myself a couple days ago. And these are the glue sticks. Let's see. They will be available very soon. I'm hoping to list them by this weekend, but if you, and right now I have, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 kits. The colors are white. I have 2 in white, 4 in yellow, and 1 in orange, and then 1 in red. If you want to pre-order one, just DM me and I will set one aside for you. Where do I get the paper? I get the paper at Michael's. So Michael's is a craft store. You can order it on Amazon as well, or any other type of craft store. And this is the hot glue that goes in here, as you can see. It is hot, so be careful. All right, so I'm going to start by, actually I like to start with the center. If you're cutting this by hand, it's best if you first cut these strips, which are 2 by 8 in inches. So it's best if you cut the strip and then you fold it in half, like so. And then you go over with a scissor and you make the fringe cut. But of course, I have used, like I mentioned, the machine. So if you buy the kit, for example, this is how it's going to come. Like it's going to be already cut for you. You're gonna fold it in half, lengthwise, and then you're gonna add a bit of glue. You can add little dots, or you can just add like a line, and then you close it. And it becomes like this. I like to shape the center because eventually it's going to be circle, right? So I like to sort of shape it a little bit with my hands and then just let it be. So I'm going to do this for 10 more times. Just simply fold and glue. Now the kits do come with, like I mentioned, those different colors, and the centers, there's 2 options for the centers, black and brown. Black and brown, and since I have it here, I'll show you this is the brown. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep doing that. of course, the more you use, oh, see, I put the glue before I fold it in. So usually you want to fold it and then put the glue in, because the thing with the hot glue, if you've never used it before, is that it dries very fast, which is great because, you know, I don't have to wait for a long time for it, but you have to be mindful of that. So again, fold. Luca, hi! Skimmy! And I'm from Albania, so I have friends, a lot of friends, fellow artists like Luca. She has a beautiful art page. She makes beautiful portraits, custom artwork. But yeah, I have friends from all over the world, which is pretty cool to have all those people like come together here. But yeah, so then this part basically is kind of repetitive. That's why you hear maybe music in the background, because I usually like to listen to music, or maybe like a podcast, or watch YouTube. I don't watch much TV, but every once in a while I'll join my husband for like to watch like a TV show or something, and lately we've been watching Ratchet, and I like it. But yeah, normally I'm either listening to music or listening to, I don't know, Gary Vee or something like that. Alright, so we have 5. I think I could keep doing the same thing with 5 more, but I want to move on to the next step. You'll know now that you need to have 10 of these. But really, it depends how big you want the center. Some people may want the center, you know, smaller, and so it's okay. Alright, so we're gonna just fold it basically into itself, or like start making a spiral, however you want to call it, but this is what we're doing. So once you roll it a couple of times, you want to put a little dot of glue. You don't need much of this glue. This another thing that I love about hot glue is that a little bit goes a long way. See, I didn't even need that much. But you put a little dot of glue and then you just keep rolling using your fingers. For some reason, I like to work back, like upside down. I keep this upside down, if that makes sense. So like, here's the camera. This part is like down. So it's just easier for me to line up the paper to make sure it's like even. I hope that makes sense. So I'm gonna keep rolling and gluing away. But technically, any type of glue works. It's just paper. But with the other types of glue, you usually have to wait, you know, you have to press it down and just like hold it. This is, as you can see, very fast. You hold it for a couple of seconds and it's very, very strong, too, very durable. You just have to be careful not to burn yourself. So this is what I have. This is what one of these strips makes a little center. So I'm just going to keep adding more. So I add a little bit of glue onto this new piece and I attach it. Again, I like to work with the bottom up and then just go around it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, you know, don't, because I can get very obsessed like that, you know, with the details. But it doesn't have to be perfect. Just keep rolling and rolling using your fingers. And then and this is the second. So now we have 2 strips. Okay, let me just take a breath because I am not very good at these lives. I get too worked up. So I thought that by doing it this late, another good thing about this would be that I would be more calm because I'm like more tired. But no. As soon as I turned the live on, I just went, oh no. So just a second. All right, so we have 2 strips. Now, I could continue to add more, and basically this is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm going to show you for time purposes too what it looks like once I have 10 of these strips. Again, these are 2 by 8 and they're folded in half. That is your center, and you can make it as big as you want. You can add more to it, but thank you, Luca. Faleminderit. Pomondon. So yeah, this is the center. And again, this is a black one. You can do a brown one. If you're doing this on your own, you know, you can mix and match the colors. You could do a white one. I really want to do an all-white sunflower or sunflower-like flower. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to start with a center, and you will get 2 pieces, or you will create 2 pieces, 2 half circles. I wrote down the measurements because, again, I'm not very good with measurements, but so the base, this is the base, I keep calling this the center, but it's the base. The big circle is like 4 inches, a little bit more than 4 inches in length, and then about 2 inches in width. And then the small circle is 3 inches, 3 3/4 of an inch. Gosh, I'm so bad with inches. And in length, and then 1 7/8 of an inch in width. Oh my gosh! I hope this made sense. I'm going to post the slide with the measurements. All right, so I'm going to glue these on top of each other, and they're going to be basically even here at the base. And then, as you can see, I hope you can see, there's gonna be, you know, this lip, or this, you know, whatever you want to call it, and that's how we're gonna glue them together. So I'll put some dots of glue on the bigger circle. I line it up in the straight part. There we go. And now we have this. So this part here is going to help you guide. It's going to help guide you like where to put the actual petals. And so the petals basically come like this, and you're going to have to fold them in half to give it some depth. Panama, saludos, saludos Panama. Oh, and yeah, so that's all that you do to give them that 3-dimensional shape. And we're just gonna keep doing this for 90 petals, right? So again, because this part, like making paper flowers, is kind of like repetitive in a way, you get into like a rhythm, and then you can sort of just focus on your podcast or your music, or just drift off, whatever. But yeah, it's fun. Let me take a look at the comments. Yeah, I look like I didn't sleep. I look like I haven't slept in days. It's actually been a pretty long week. Well, it feels like it's been a long, it's been a weird month, because I've transitioned from being, you know, home with my daughter for over 2 years now, and transitioning back into working full-time has been quite the adventure. And I don't do well with transitions to begin with, but so yeah, considering that, I'm doing okay. But yeah, I'm a little kind of, you know, because the routine is changing, and you know, so for those of you who just joined us, I am making the sunflower butterfly design. It's posted on my feed. It's the last photo I posted. It's basically half a butterfly, and you know what? I will show you. Well, actually, should I show you? No. No, you can go check out my feed. Because I have a program here. I can't skip my steps. But basically, it's a cool design that you can just stick on the wall. Oh, by the way, when you are folding the petals, I do 4 at a time. And you know, you can do more, but I find that 4 is a good number. 3 is a good number. So yeah, I'm making half butterfly, or half sunflower, and then little butterflies on the other half. It's hard to explain it. In trying to explain it, I think I called it what do I call it? Butterflower? Butterflower. Because it's butterflies and a sunflower, so butterflower. So yeah, if you want to take a look at what I'm making, look at my feed. But right now we are folding the petals, or yeah, folding them really, just sort of giving them that 3-dimensional look. And since we made, and this is our center, and I think now it's time to see, that was fast. I did that really fast. It's time to now glue the petals onto the base. So I'm gonna start up here. Just gonna put a little bit of glue on the bottom of your petal, and then again you're gonna use that lip to glue the petal right there. And this is again gonna guide you, make it easier to make that circle. Okay, so it looks kind of weird right now, but it will look better, I promise. Let's keep going. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. This, for those of you who are new here, I am a teacher, and in my district we started teaching virtually online, and this feels very much like I am teaching online. So yeah, let me know, type it in the chat if you have any questions. Yeah, that reminds me of what I say to my students all the time. So just to update you on what I'm doing, I have now 4 petals, and I'm going to go all the way around. Oh, there's more comments down here. I didn't see this. Oi, Brasil. Tudo bem? Let's see. I love that flower post. Yeah, I was wondering how you made it. Yeah, I know. A lot of people have sent me that message like, oh, can you do a tutorial? And I would love to do a tutorial. Like those tutorial videos that I make. Or process videos, however you want to call them. But I also thought doing a live would be nice because it gives people the chance to ask me questions. Such as Brooch Bouquet Floral is asking, what kind of paper are you using? I'm new to paper flower making. So for this project and for almost all of my projects, I use cardstock or paper cardstock. It's kind of like in between. So this is 65 pounds, and that's the thickness. And the brand is called Recollections, and you find it at Michael's. But also I believe on Amazon. You can find anything on Amazon. But yeah, there's a variety of different colors. They release new colors every now and then. They have sales. So I like that brand. I like it. I like the feel of the cardstock, how you can, bend it and manipulate it. But yeah, this is it so far. Oh yeah, Recollections. Here, I'll show you. I actually have a highlight in my... I almost fell off my chair. That would have been embarrassing. So Recollections, and this brand is their name is like so small, which makes me think, I think Michael's owns this brand. You can only find this at Michael's and I think Amazon, because Amazon carries everything. But Recollections, and like I was saying, there is a slide or like a highlight called Materials on my main page, on my feed. So you can look there for more details. But this is the thickness, 65 pounds. It's 8.5 by 11 inches. That's the size of it. And some packs come with, a variety of colors like this. So there's 50 and there's, 10 in each color. And then there's other packets that have like the same color, like the red, for example. So you get 50 sheets of red. No problem. My pleasure. So yes, so there's a lot of makers, paper florists on this page, which is so cool because I get to, you know, learn from them and, you know, share my knowledge, but also learn, which is so cool. Do I prefer using the Cricut or cutting the petals myself by hand? It's a different experience, I have to say. When I started cutting by hand. I didn't have a Cricut machine, and I enjoyed it, but it did take me, you know, it did take me longer. And so when I bought my Cricut, I was able to, you know, just fulfill orders a lot faster and create more things, you know. So yeah, I would say, but it depends. Some people are really fast and really good with scissors, so it really depends. For me, I think I like Cricut just because it's easy and it saves time. So yeah, this is the first layer. I'm now gonna go over this again, but I'm gonna put the petals in between these. So I'll show you. I'll start on this side. See, so I put the second layer still like the same, like sort of on top, but like in between. And right now you're hearing my daughter Amelia, who is super sweet, but you know, it's late and she's not used to me being focused on like something else. But she's being a very good girl. And she's with her dad. And yeah. Let's see. So see, I'm just going on the same way, but now it looks a lot fuller because I am filling essentially this empty spot here. Thank you. Thank you, Vivienda. Thank you, Brooch Bouquet, Floral. So I'm going to go and of course this week was, the reason why I was saying this week was crazy is because it's like the interim, so it's kind of like the kids get a report card, and so I've had, of course, so many students completing assignments, you know, me grading all these things. It's been a week. So I'm excited for the weekend. Hi. Yes, Norian, it is. Because and yeah, that's one thing, I guess, that you bring up a good point. The one thing about Cricut that I don't, you know, love, and it's not that it's Cricut's fault, it's just like the center, there are so many cuts, right? There's so many slits, and so it does take a long time, versus if you cut it by hand, you can go really fast. It's going to have a different look because, you know, these are not going to be so exact, but it doesn't matter. I think it still looks very cute if you do it by hand. Also, in addition to that, there's these scissors. They're called like shredding scissors, and basically they have like 3 or 4 blades, and so when you go to cut, you're cutting like 3-4 slits at the same time. So that's pretty cool. I haven't found a pair that works super well with cardstock. I did get one pair at one point, but I think that was meant for like regular printing paper, and it didn't cut as clean. But they're out there. So yeah, that's one thing that I would choose, the cutting by hand over Cricut, would be the center of this. But again, you know, you can also like leave your Cricut working and do other stuff. So here we go. Here's the second layer, and you could be done. This looks, I think, great. But I want to add a little bit more. But now for the third layer, I'm gonna start to come a bit closer to the center. So I'll put the first petal and show it to you again so you have an idea. I'm gonna come a little closer to the center with the third layer, just like a couple of millimeters or 1/8 of an inch. And it's got some hot glue there, but it's okay because we're gonna hide it, see? Yeah, I would say for the center, I would definitely, and I need to invest in a pair too, but I don't know, I've just been comfortable with the Cricut. But a pair of shredding scissors would really solve that problem, where you can be fast and, you know, exact. So now for the third layer, it's kind of up to you. You can just kind of go randomly and add a few pieces. You don't have to add all, you know, of these. So it kind of depends how you want your sunflower to look. So I kind of, if you follow my work, you know I like to make my sunflowers like extra fluffy to the point where I'm like, well, sunflowers don't really have this many petals, but I don't know, I just like them that way. So when people ask me, oh, so how many petals did you use? And I say, oh, 150 for the bigger ones. They're like, but you don't have to use that many. You really don't. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. This page has been kind of doing its thing, growing, and I'm really happy to see and to meet so many people that are, you know, that have the same passion as me. And like I said earlier, it's cool to like share tips, exchange experiences. I've learned so much from you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we are now just finishing again. For those of you who may just be joining us, this feels very much like school. For those of you who are just joining us, I am working on the sunflower butterfly design. I'm gonna add a few more. Or what did we say? Butterflower design. And I'm doing the red one because you guys voted on it. I asked you in the stories if I should do the yellow one or the red one, and I don't know now, but the last time I checked right before I got in it was the red one, but not by much. So I think at this point you guys get the idea. So, but I'll show you what 3 layers looks like, and I do kind of like to go a little bit out here, but you don't have to. You can stay straight too. But yeah, this is what this looks like. And right now here it's, you know, nighttime, so I have lights set up and everything. So the red may look a bit more, I think it looks a bit more orangish than it is in real life, but it's okay. You get the idea. So then you would put the center. And again, the center can be as big as you want. And you will just simply put some glue here and then place it in the center. And because I am basically, I just wanted to show you a finished product because I don't know, I think it will take me some time to you know, install all of this, like all the little butterflies. So I just wanted to show you what the finished product looks like. But yeah, you can put this in a shadow box. I think eventually I'm going to maybe like have like some letters here in white too. You could put this on, and I'm doing this with the orange one. You could put it on like a piece of wood, a slat of wood or whatever it's called, and you could put it here. You know, you would just simply hot glue it, and then the butterflies of course go here. But yeah, this is pretty much the design. Again, the butterflies you have to individually, if you're doing this on the wall, you can do this, you can add this for example to a wall gallery, then you would just use command strips for the sunflower, and then the butterflies you would like, I would cut little pieces. But even those square mountain tapes, even those would work because the butterflies are so light and small. But yeah, so let's see, it's 9:07. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I didn't want to sort of drag this too long, but I didn't want to, you know, breeze right through it. So yeah, this is it, guys. The butterfly and sunflower, that's how you do it. So thank you so much again for watching. I will eventually have a like a tutorial posted on well, either YouTube or Instagram, or both, we'll see. But I just wanted to thank you one more time for your support, for being here, for your kind words. It's just, I'm still, you know, overwhelmed by all the love, and yeah, I'll see you soon. This was fun. Have a good night, everybody, or have a good day. Muito obrigada. Gracias. Ciao. Mirubavshim.
What's up?